kind of got no idea what's going on here, but we're going to take you along for the ride. The hive over here, it's a little honeycomb on the bottom of it. It might be hard to see, but you're going to be right on top of it in a second. It's got like this weird brown liquid that's like all the way down the front. And I noticed it, I thought it was just a shadow on our camera. So you can see the camera over here. I thought it was just a shadow on the camera, and it wasn't. I came back here yesterday, it was like motor oil or something dripped, but it's out of the top. This has been a problem hive for me all summer long, or all season long, I should say. They swarmed on me, and that's even after I did a fail-hearted attempt at MRA. We were down that road, I could go back. So they swarmed. I went in probably a little too soon, about a week later, and I did see a queen, but she looked like still a virgin. It's like, oh, so you don't want to really go into a hive before the queen's done her mating flight. But anyway, my mistake. But I saw the queen, thought, okay, let's let her do her mating flight, or if not, let's come back in 10 days and find out. Came back 10 days later, no sign of eggs, no sign of a queen. So go over to the farm, grab a nook, not grab a nook, but grab a frame of eggs and one-day-old larvae, come back, put them in. Came back and checked a week and a half later, queen cells were on our way. Anyway, well, and then I think that sort of worked, and then it didn't work. And now it's like I was then seeing it, but now I want to find out what this brown liquid is. It's odd. When we get over there, you're going to see that the bees are coming and going like something's going on, but they're coming and going from the top back too, and I'm going to show you that. That sounds like robbing, but what's the brown? So let's go. I'm going to go get suited up. Well, I'm going to put my veil on, and we're going to go over and take a look and see what's going on with this whole thing. Whew. So the old muggy meter is pegging the needle right now. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the brown. It's like, figure out what it is. It's almost like oil of some sort. The front entrance is looking okay, maybe. Let's see what's behind here. Let's pull that out. A lot of dead bees. A lot of dead bees. Okay, so something ain't right. Okay, so let's see. As I said, around back, it looks like we're getting some robbing going on. See, and it's out the back too. Okay, well let's see what we got here, gang. I'm not using smoke if I don't have to. I have a feeling that this got away from me as a dead out. I had some issues and couldn't get back here. So let's pop this and see what treat we have in store. Yeah, they're getting robbed out. That's what's going on. But why and what? I'm gonna go get my handy dandy safe reach. Man, if you don't have one of these, you're crazy. Probably one of the handiest tools I have ever purchased for saving my back. Okay, so now it's just figuring out where this brown came from. See? This is just weird. We got all sorts of bad stuff going on. Well, I got an empty super, and I got this grease. Where in the heck is this coming from? Oh. Well, that would be it. Right there. It's small hive larva. Holy moly, that happened fast. That's what that is. This thing is just infested with small hive beetles. Well, that really stinks. Oh, Dave, you let that go. Oh man, isn't that cute? That'll give you the willies. Well, this is not good. So this whole thing is going to have to be pulled apart, frozen, made a mess of. Yuck, 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 yuck. That really stinks. So now we know what you do. So here's what happened was that I was about a little over a week really getting down into this box, and in that meantime, this is what you get. You get slimed comb, you get an entire box. So, Dan Mark, when I put Viroxan in here, that was about 2 weeks ago. So, small hive beetles have just inundated this box that quickly. It was a little bit of a weak hive, and that's what you get. That's what you get. Hey, so I don't know if you saw this. This worked really well for me for Viroxan strips, now that we're talking about it, was I was just able to put them in between on the queen excluder if you're using those. That worked really, really well. Except for what just happened there. Yeah, what a mess. It's not even that. Oh, God. And this might just be even just wax moth. Well, guess what? Dave's going to have to come back here with a tub. So that's what you got. Okay, and that's what happens if you let a hive go when you think, oh, I think they're doing okay. I think they're doing okay. Well, guess what? They're not doing okay. This is the mess that you got in your hands. And I'm not even sure I can freeze these frames out at this point. Yeah, these are scraped down throwaways. Yeah, wax moth, everything. So, yeah, and I can see down below, those are completely trashed too. So everything's going to go into the scrape pile. That kind of stinks. I got to get these bees out of here some way, somehow. I think we're just going to shake everything into a tub. Well, that's the uglies of it at this point. Oh my God, this happened so fast. It's crazy. This happened because I was in this hive. See, there's there's the cell. That's the one that I saw. But obviously, that quick, the wax moths have taken over. Damn, look at that. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, well, that's the sad truth of it. You know, it's a hive can get away from you quick. If there's a lesson to be learned here, that's it. A hive can get away from you super, super quick. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Well, anyway, that's what you got. You know, I've never seen it get so bad, so fast. I'm a little blown away at that, you know, but it kind of is, if there's a life lesson here, if there's a beekeeping life lesson here, it's that if you're in doubt, keep checking close, you know, and I don't even know if I was in doubt because things were really going pretty good. You know, when I put the Viroxan strips in here, these guys were kind of busting, at least I thought. So, you know, sometimes it's like what seems to be good on the surface was not as good below. So I knew I had brewed up in this top shallow because I checked that and I thought, okay, that's where I'm going to put the Viroxan strips. So I didn't even go below. And if I had gone below, I think I would have seen, uh-oh, I've got trouble because the bees had all moved up to this point. So that's what you get. It's not pretty, but that's the reality of beekeeping. You know, I mean, 1 minute it can look like everything's great, and then you turn right around and it's just a mess. And, you know, I mean, that's just part of it. So now I got a mess to clean up. I've got to try and get these bees all out of here. They don't belong in this hive. I think this hive is completely absconded or died in the bottom. And, you know, from there on, I'm just going to take all this stuff out and I'm either going to scrape or freeze. I'm going to see how bad it is. So, anyway, I am going to add one thing though. I had a pesticide kill over here, so I'm kind of thinking about that. And this was, if you can see, this was actually about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now I'm kind of wondering, when I get in the bottom of this, if I see the same thing. But what I don't have is masses of dead bees out front. Now there's some. So I'm wondering if these bees maybe got into the same thing, got weak real fast, and boom, the not hive beetles, the wax moths moved in fast. Anyway, not sure about that. I will pull this thing apart, and if there needs to be a follow-up, there will. If not, that's what you get. Ooh, look at that. Oh, well, I guess that's the life we chose to lead. So, it's going to sound funny when I sign off this time, but it still is in my heart. So again, it's nice. It's nice to be liked. Appreciate that. If you haven't hit that subscribe button at this point, you're probably going to go, I'm not subscribing if this guy's doing this stuff. But you know, I've got 31 other hives that are thriving right now, so I'm not crazy concerned. But that's what you got. So as I always sign off on, happy beekeeping. We'll see you next time. Do I dare touch my camera?